What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Rock.
And Reese, and today is day 3 of us uploading videos until Christmas. Today is December the 3rd.
And we're back in another video for y'all today. And today we're going to be doing a story time. We basically going to be talking about how we got together, like the whole process and everything that happened.
So, without further ado, let's go ahead.
Get into it.
Alright, so if y'all don't know, he is 2 years older than me. So we met when I was a freshman and he was a junior.
Right. So basically we met at this student versus teacher basketball game. Which I was cool with her best friend.
Once again, this goes back to our friend Maddie.
Yeah, but not on no trying to get with her type stuff.
It was just friends.
We was just cool. Like, just cool people. So, which at the time, I ain't gonna say no names, but she was talking, well not talking, but she was friends with one of my friends, which is how I became friends with her. So, we at the game, and I'm sitting like directly across from them.
Okay, so I didn't really know who he was. My friend was just kind of like talking about him or whatever, and then she pointed him out, and then that's when I realized who he was. And so I got his number in like a jokingly way, I guess you could say. I like FaceTimed him playing around.
And mind you, this is why we at the basketball game. Like, she FaceTimed me joking, talking about her real name wasn't her real name, saying that her middle name was her real name, which I didn't know at the time. So,
and he believed it.
For a second.
He believed it for some days.
For a second.
For some days.
Well, anyways, that being said, some months go by. We was just texting as friends. Then it kind of got to the part where, like, she had a boyfriend. But I was still like one of her friends until she just went ghost. Like, she didn't text me no more.
I was loyal, even if the other person wasn't being loyal back. I wasn't texting nobody else. Like, he would text me, I wouldn't text back.
Exactly.
Like, he wouldn't just like blow me up or nothing.
I mean, I'm the type of person, I'm gonna text you one time, you don't answer, I'm not gonna text you no more.
He texted me more than one time, not in like a certain amount of.
I was gonna say, don't do that.
Minute. He ain't like just double text me or nothing, but like I wouldn't answer. Like, I would see it, or even if I did answer, it would just be like a very short,
a couple of days
drive reply.
Be very short.
I didn't know. I didn't have no interest in him at that point. That sounds mean to say.
Dang.
I didn't.
Okay.
And you know that, so.
Okay.
I don't know why you.
Anyways, that being said, she, like she just said, she ain't had no interest in me. Well, her and the dude broke up, and some months later, down the road, she decided to shoot her shot, I guess. Well, it wasn't even shooting her shot.
I shot the shot.
No, technically, I shot the shot first.
Months ago.
But
I called him one day, randomly, out of nowhere.
And I'm playing my game with the boys. So y'all, fellas, y'all know how I go when you playing the game with the boys. Like, so I'm playing the game with the boys. She FaceTimes me out of nowhere. And she's like, let's watch a movie or something. Did he say let's watch a movie?
Something like that.
Yeah, she was like, let's watch a movie. So I didn't want to, but I got out the game. Because I was in the middle of doing something, but got out the game, watched the movie. Well, she had another friend at the time.
We was just friends, though. It was actual
I don't say no names. She had another friend at the time who she would call. Well, they would call and talk on the phone with each other.
We weren't nothing serious, though. Like, he was like my best friend, I guess you could say. I don't know. Like, we would be on the phone. We would text. But then I started, I hate to say it, started ignoring him for him. I started calling him every night, texting him. I don't know.
Like, he got mad because she basically stopped talking to him because things were starting to pick up with me and her.
And I'm a loyal person. Me and him weren't talking.
Like, we wasn't even serious at all. But it was like the fact that we got to the point where we didn't even want to, like, get off the phone with each other. Like, it just started picking up from there.
And just think about it. If you want to answer that call that night,
we might would have still been together, but
I don't know.
it just depends. So anyways, that being said, we started watching movies on the phone, staying on the phone all day, going to sleep on the phone, till we could basically hang out at school. Hanging out at school was like the only way we could see each other at that time. So that being said, that's all we could do. So what was it?
So he started walking me to my classes. Like, we had, his math class was like right next to my math class. And then so he would walk me to one of my other classes.
We walked to classes a couple of times, like from third block to, I think it was like from third to fourth. Anytime like our classes were near each other, I would walk into class. Like even when I had theater arts in like 7th block, I would still walk all the way on the other side of school and walk her to class, and then walk all the way back on the other side of school to go to my class.
So romantic.
But it's funny because my friends, well, actually one of my cousins, they would actually, from 6th to 7th block, they would walk behind us the entire time.
Probably because they was going to a class by my class, but
it's something about it. They just knew we was talking. Like,
nobody really knew we was talking except like Maddie, really.
But I never told them we was talking. I told them we was just friends. As far as they knew, we was just friends. But they always walked behind us talking junk. Like, well, not talking junk about us, but like, you know how friends be, like, you know, trying to ruin your moment or whatever.
It wasn't no moment.
It was a moment.
It wasn't a moment. It wasn't a moment.
It was a moment.
So slowly things started progressing. We would like meet up with each other at basketball games. He would sit with his friends. I would sit with mine. I don't know.
No. When I came to the basketball game, I did not sit with my friend.
You started out with your friends.
Even if we was sitting with friends, that we was still near. Like,
that's what I just said. You were right behind me.
I ain't hear that part.
Your friends were right here. My friends and me were in front of you.
Basically, my friends wanted her friends, so it was just like, we was all right there together. After we started hanging out, going to games, not together, but.
And then we went to another basketball game, and it was at a completely different school. Like, I was with my friends. I had rode with some other friends. Who did you ride with?
I rode with my father.
He rode with his dad.
Well, I drove to my dad's house, and then I rode with him to the game.
And keep in mind, didn't nobody know that we were talking. Like, it was like a on the low type thing.
And let me tell y'all this. I don't know who was informing my father, but some reason, I'm talking about nobody knew we was talking. Nobody but Maddie. And Maddie
don't even know his dad.
Yeah, nope.
And I doubt Maddie was, well, I don't know. I could really see Maddie sending out like an anonymous text message.
Don't hardly nobody in my school know my dad like that, really. So, somebody told my father that I was talking to a white girl. Like, that's the exact way they put it. It was like, he talked to a white girl. So, at the end of that game, I get ready to leave, and my dad's like, I heard about you. I was like, what you talking about? I heard you got you a white girl. I was like, no, I told you that. I ain't talking to nobody. But we wasn't serious, so I was like, no, I ain't talking to nobody. What you talking about? I don't go with nobody. Like, I'm just dating. I mean, not dating, but, you know, waiting my options. I ain't talking to nobody.
Weighing your options? I wasn't the only option?
Yeah, you was the only option.
Weighing your options.
I was just telling him that.
Okay.
Cause, listen, I'm not gonna tell nobody. I'm not gonna tell my father that I'm gonna be with somebody that I'm not even really with yet.
Anyways.
Cause I didn't know what was going through her head, and she didn't know what was going through my head.
Anyways, fast forward. We started talking. We started dating. We went on our first date.
The first date happened on her birthday.
It was the day after my 16th birthday.
Yeah, day after.
Because I got my license on June the 13th.
And let me tell y'all, this is another funny story. So me and my mama went to go get her. I went to go get her birthday present. So it was in the mall, and I decided one of the things I wanted to get her was a Pandora bracelet. Because she said she had one a while ago and it broke, and she had a bunch of charms, but she didn't have nothing to do with them. So I was going to get a Pandora bracelet. So we talking to this woman who's selling us a bracelet, and the one was like, "Are you getting this for somebody special?" I was like, "Yeah, my girlfriend." My mama literally says, "Oh, they probably ain't going to make it that long. It's just a little gift."
Here we are, 2 years later.
I was like, "Mama." I was like, but I see where she's coming from, because none of her sons besides me ever had a long-term relationship. So I can see why she said that. But she would have been sad if she had heard that.
Yeah, I didn't even find this out until like 2 days ago.
Recently?
2 days ago.
Because it just hit my mind to tell you.
So, and then he met my mama on the night of his graduation. That's when I met all of his family. And I sat with his mama, and I didn't even know the woman.
The night I met her mama was weird.
He walked me to the car, and my mama was just looking at him. I was like,
her mama was looking at me like
I was like, "This is Rock." She was like, "Nice to meet you, Rock." The car ride home.
It wasn't even like that. She was like, "What's up?"
She did not say that. The car ride home was so awkward. I was like, "Yeah, we're just talking." I didn't know what to say.
She looked at me like she wanted to slap me.
She did not. My mama would not hurt anybody.
She cool now, but
my mama, my biggest fan.
Yeah, she got
in life, fan. Not in YouTube.
At that moment, she was like she wanted to slap me with a fan. I ain't lying. And then like I made a mistake and said something wrong. I forgot what I said. She asked me
something about school.
Something about college, where I was going to college or something. And I forgot what I said. And she corrected me like that. I'm like, dang, I'm sorry. Hey.
He was nervous. My mama nice though.
It's a little hostility. So, fast forward to almost current date. I just recently gave her a promise ring for being together for almost 2 years. Well, she got it right here. I don't know if she won't show y'all on that.
I don't know if you can see it. It has his name on one side, my name on one side, and the little diamond is heart-shaped.
Yeah, and I created it all by myself. No help.
So romantic.
My mama didn't even know I got it until I just called her and told her. Like, and she was like, "Oh, that's pretty." But my mama the type of person, she gonna say, "Oh, you gonna tell her anyway, you can't keep no secret."
Did you see that little piece of fuzz?
Anyway, she didn't find out until I almost slipped though. I almost slipped because she looked at my email and she seen email that Zelle sent me saying that my shit.
First of all, I didn't just look in his email. He showed it to me. He was on his phone.
I wasn't trying to show it to her. And it popped up Zelle's and she was like, "What you get from Zelle's?" I was like, "None." So I couldn't tell her. But I kept it a secret. And it worked out. So, that being said, I surprised her with it. I thought she was going to cry. But she ended up, the only reason she didn't cry is because my mom wasn't here. If mama hadn't been here, she probably would have cried.
Yeah, I'm not finna cry in front of nobody though, because what I look like.
Don't do that. Anyways, that's basically everything. Until current date. We're still together, still going strong. Almost at 2 years.
Yeah, man.
And ain't no telling what we gonna do on 2 years. On the 2-year anniversary.
go to a strip club. I'm just playing, yeah. I'm not even 18. Alright, so basically that is the story of Reese and Rock.
And make sure y'all stay active on the channel, man. We're going to be posting a video every single day until Christmas. So that's 25 videos. Ain't that right?
You're slow. And Saturday, we got a couple of friends that are going to be on the channel with us. So y'all will hopefully get to meet them.
I'm going to give y'all a hint. It is going to be a vlog.
Yeah.
I ain't telling y'all where we're going, though.
We're going to have 2 friends with us. Hopefully, they'll come.
Hopefully.
They said they were. And if they don't, just y'all can tell them that they let y'all down.
For real.
Yeah. I think it'll be more fun if we have more people.
But anyways, it's going to do it for this video. Hope y'all have a good night.
Catch us tomorrow.